What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster, and Eve from Stellar Blade is easily one of the best character designs in gaming from this year, who must be rigorously guarded against the progressive schmucks who have infiltrated the industry.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Stellar Blade's Eve was literally designed based on a scan of a Korean supermodel, as you can see here, and gamers really enjoyed playing as her. And of course, that is why a subversive company like Naughty Dog wants to swoop in and alter the character to fit their vision, because the woke scold HR lady sewer creatures can't stand the idea that there's something out there for male gamers to look at which doesn't make them want to gouge their own eyes out. So yeah, Naughty Dog took a character that looked like this, which had people responding to the design in this manner.
I like that.
And yeah, Naughty Dog had one of their artists get a hold of Eve, and in this drawing they transformed her so that she looks absolutely hideous. This is the Stellar Blade art that Naughty Dog Studio put out.
You're ugly!
A stick figure rendition of Eve would literally be more pleasing to the eye and would be less offensive to the fan base. At least with a stick figure, we'd know it was because the person drawing her had no talent. This is just purposeful uglification, which is par for the course with Naughty Dog by now. I mean, look at the characters they've put out recently. They're all pretty much just repulsive looking things being forced onto our screens. So this is concerning when you remember that both Shift Up, the studio which designed Stellar Blade, and Naughty Dog are both under the Sony umbrella. It's especially concerning when you see that Shift Up themselves, with their official Stellar Blade X account, posted and praised this art. Because the idea of Eve from Stellar Blade looking like all the other female characters in the industry these days has most gamers responding like this.
Oh.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We have been getting a ton of new subscribers, which is why it is now time to ask the obligatory question.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo! We have reached 110,000 space pirate a-holes in this Buccaneer crew, and as is the custom on this channel, with every 1,000 subscribers, we add a new ship to the fleet in order to house the newcomers. This time, one of you recommended the Icarus II from the movie Sunshine, which you can see floating around here. If any of you have suggestions for future ships to add, drop them into the comment section below. Super chats get bumped to the top of my long list, and also, for your reference, I added an alphabetical list of all the ships already in the fleet to the description of this video. But in any event, I really appreciate everyone being here.
I knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
But alright, let's look at the Stellar Blade art situation, which has fans of the franchise fairly on edge. Now, I want to preface all of this that I'm going to cover with the reassuring fact that Shift Up as a company has consistently done the right thing by the fans all year long, despite tremendous pressure from the gaming journalists out there and all of the howling and screeching activists who insist that real women don't look like Eve from Stellar Blade, never minding the fact that, as I showed you earlier, and as I'm showing you right now, Eve is literally a photo capture of an actual woman. But yeah, Shift Up has had plenty of opportunities to buckle under the pressure and align with these so-called progressive forces who don't want standards to live up to. They much prefer characters that look like this, because then they don't feel any pressure to do any self-improvement. But anyhow, just remember that Shift Up brought us things like the Nier Automata crossover last month, which was a major hit. And, as you can see here, they've announced another new crossover, which should be really cool. Eve will be joining Goddess of Victory Nikki. So, it seems like Shift Up continually makes just the right moves. But the X account, Learning the Law, who is really on top of this sort of thing and definitely deserves a follow over on X, he is very concerned that this could all go south with Stellar Blade. He wrote, Shift Up and the Stellar Blade developers could face the infamous golf curse cast by Neil Druckmann, of Naughty Dog, that is to say. They've been really close to Western developers in recent weeks. Nothing lasts forever. Say thanks to Sony for this. And I will admit that it is worrisome that the official Stellar Blade account decided to post this crap. On the one hand, you hate to see them call this an amazing illustration. I mean, Eve's face in this legitimately looks atrocious, and her rear end looks as blocky as a freaking Lego. This is definitely not an amazing illustration, not in the eyes of a lot of Stellar Blade fans. But on the other hand, you have to think that Shift Up just wants to be professional. They all work under the same corporate umbrella at Sony, and this Naughty Dog artist drew this for them, so they probably felt compelled to post it and be polite by saying that it looks nice. They wanted to be professional, I'm sure, and they didn't want to rock the boat with a studio like Naughty Dog that admittedly does have a long and storied history. But let's look at the responses to this tweet from the official Stellar Blade account, because people did not at all care for this rendition of Eve. Some of this shit was super hilarious. This guy made the hilarious but accurate comparison between the fugly looking chick from Dodgeball and this mannish looking version of Eve.
They're the same picture.
And then this guy responded to Stellar Blade thanking the Naughty Dog artist, saying, "What are you thanking him for? The terrible example of art he provided because it just shows how much better your artists are?" And then Yorch Torch Games said, "That's not Eve, that's a guy who is supposedly cosplaying as Eve. Terrible artwork, this is Eve." And then of course he shows Eve in one of her Christmas costumes. And then this person wrote, "Naughty Dog MFers when they haven't made a woman look ugly for 5 minutes." And then this person said, "Never let Naughty Dog make art based on your works ever again." And then this person wrote, "Oh, so Naughty Dog really can't make a good-looking character anymore, got it." And then this person posted, "Make her a few shades darker and she can be the Netflix adaptation meme." And then this guy here made a really good point. Notice they didn't tag Naughty Dog to save them being slaughtered. And once again, this reinforces why I think this is just a matter of Shift Up being polite and respectful to a fellow studio, and there's no reason to doubt the company or to expect that they have been compromised. But this is definitely something that we need to keep an eye on. We must be vigilant. I mean, the company did go public right after the release of Stellar Blade, which often leads to companies hiring a whole bunch of new HR people, and as we all know, these HR ladies are sewer creatures that want to change characters. They want to fundamentally change things like Eve into stuff that looks more like them. So, yes, going public often leads to companies like this going down the woke path. so we must keep our eyes open for sure. Let's hope they don't give Eve the Naughty Dog treatment and have this beloved character golf clubbed to death by a bozo that we are later forced to play as. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your mockery of Naughty Dog's terrible artist into the comment section below, and we will laugh about it there. Thanks for watching me, Hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.